What's up, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more hardcore, and oh my god, I am so excited to do this one. So again, and since about 2015, like hardcore, which I've always listened to since my earliest raving days, like 97, 98, it became much more of a primary pursuit, in the sense that it now basically is equal to acid techno in what I'm trying to buy, what I'm pursuing. I like different flavors of acid tech or of hardcore. I've been discovering that even more the last couple of years. But one of the sounds that I've been after since I came back to hardcore and tried to buy more hardcore vinyl is that old school Gabber sound, that old school, give me the drum and bass rhythms, give me that classic kick drum bass line sort of vibe, give me those reggae samples. And honestly, I did not realize that there is an artist who goes by the name X-Fly. I believe his real name is Paolo. I was not aware of this artist. I think he goes way back to the late 90s as well. I believe in the early 2000s I noticed he has like a lot of vinyl releases, so he's been around for a long time. I feel sort of in dereliction of duty that I had not discovered this person until the last few months. But since then I have discovered his work, and I've discovered his label Gabbadome. And when I tell you, again, I'm into different hardcore styles. The Cenobite style will always be one of my favorite. I absolutely love it. But the old school Gabber sound is one of my very, very favorite types of music, period. And when I tell you that this artist's work and his label are just pushing that old school sound, given release after release that are just brilliant in this style. I'm in the process of acquiring all of the records on Gabbadome. I got a couple of them recently from some friends of mine, hardcore friends, you know who you are. Yeah, and not only that, in fact, my hardcore friends, they sent me some stickers as well. So let's give a shout out to Paolo's label, Gabbadome. I still haven't figured out where I'm going to put this. As you see, I got limited real estate, so to speak. I'm going to find a place for it because it deserves to be in a prominent spot. Like I said, didn't know this label existed. I believe they began putting out records 2020, at least like this series. So basically, I feel, again, like I've been a bit remiss, but here we go. I mean, every track on this record is great. I almost was going to react to one of my satellites, because it uses a sample from that old Brain of Planet Aurora. What is it? Aura? I forget exactly what the last word is, but it's this old school like B sci-fi movie from the 50s. But Buzz Fuzz, one of the very first hardcore records I ever bought, Buzz Fuzz, Jealousy's a Motherfucker. I think it was actually the remixes vinyl. But yeah, it samples that, and so that's where I first heard that sample. If you go back and look, I reacted to Ben 9mm on Acid Forever, a rip-roaring like acid techno workout that uses the sample also to devastating effect. But yeah, we're actually going to listen to a different one. We're going to listen to Rule the Nation, which, you know, if you know old school reggae samples and Musical Youth, among others, you will certainly know that sample. But regardless, this tune just fucking nails the style I'm after. So I'll stop yapping. Let's get to it. This is X-Fly, Rule the Nation on Gabbadome 1, which I believe is 2020. Let's fucking get it. Already got those drum and bass rhythms, just setting the groove. And that vocal, I think that's the like old school vocal sample too, right? Come on. That is just that classic bass sound mixed with the groove of the drum and bass rhythms. And my man, the clap doing work. Got that little double time flourish in the middle of it. Have I talked before about how I like fast, sort of staccato, like tension-filled hardcore synths? Because I have. I got this record very recently. I listened to it when I got it. I've heard this tune like 3 times maybe. It's gonna be grooving for a lot of this. I forgot. The fucking tough, like badass motherfucking synth, like melody of death. strong with this one. It's like old school flavor with just this like a modern sensibility. Yo, I'm gonna use this in my next Sounds from the Void mix, though I'm worried I'm just gonna be rocking out the whole time. I'm gonna forget the mix. Sort of alarm, like, again, adding more tension. That was like a high percussive layer there. That was dope. Those cymbals are nice. Just kind of gliding over the top. A little touch of grace. Oh. Batman sound. Let's go. Drum bass rhythms, the clap, it's the parts and the totality. The best tunes, it's like the individual parts are great, but it's the interplay. And that synth melody is just fucking world class. Oh. It's like favorite part of the track, like my god. It's just a fucking big, like, feel the power sort of melody. Oh. The bass. The clap. It's a small sonic element, but it's crucial. One more, like, keeping it dynamic, shifting, like pulling bits out, but then restarting. Get the sample to end the track, no doubt. Oh, love that void sample. I think it's a female. Again, I think it's a classic sample. Ooh, it's an A-shot. Wow. I mean, honestly, there are no parts of that I don't love. I will never not love that tune, if you can follow the double negative there. Honestly, it's brilliant. And as I said, there is nary like mediocre track on this release. Like literally all three are brilliant. I have yet to basically encounter a Gabbadome tune or remix that doesn't set my brain on fire. So again, this label is very quickly working its way into my pantheon of hardcore labels that, you know, I just like want to buy on site, that I need more of. So again, I don't know him personally, but shout out to Paolo, X-Fly. The tunes I've heard so far are exactly what I like thirst for, exactly what I need in my hardcore life, so to speak. So yeah, hopefully this series, this label continues putting out vinyl like this, because I'm here for it. Hopefully you are too. Let me know if you're a fan of that old school Gabba, like early hardcore sound. I absolutely love it. As I said, I got lanes in my brain for different types of hardcore, different types of acid techno, different types of acid trance, all different kinds of music, again, including hardcore specifically. But this type of sound, it will remain one of my main pursuits for the foreseeable future. It just really, really hits what I'm looking for. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Let me know if you did. Other than that, have a good day, have a good night. See you next time. Peace.